Hi, welcome. This is me, Salmoon, Chris Mitzinger, and Fabio Fernandez, and we're gonna do part 4 of the evaluation. What did you learn from your audience feedback? I believe that we did indeed reach our target audience because when we showed them our final media product, they really liked it. They gave lots and lots of comments about what they liked, and with very few comments of what they didn't like, and it was mostly praise, and there were comments about what we could do better and this and that, and we'll get onto that soon enough. But our target audience said that they could indeed relate to our artist as they can personally identify with him. They believe that he actually has the potential to be a star. I think that's important because we chose an unsigned artist instead of a signed artist. Other ways we reached our target audience is through aiming our media product for younger generations, and having our target audience be younger generations, gaining this much praise from them has definitely been beneficial.
When we were planning our production, we had to think about how we would appeal towards our target audience. So we had to think about what ethnicity we would like to appeal, what age range, what gender, either male or female, and all of that. So one thing that we did was towards ethnicity. In the rap/grime genre, you do usually see black artists, as they're the ones that are mostly appealed towards this type of genre. But we decided to go against that and use a minority in the rap/grime genre. So we decided to go for an Asian persona. So we thought that using an Asian character would appeal towards our target audience of not only Asian ethnicity but also of white or black, because I believe that they would be intrigued in seeing how a different ethnicity would be shown in a rap/grime genre. So I thought that this would be an interesting idea to follow. For age range, we decided to go for age groups between the age of 16 to 24 because that's how old our artist is. So I thought that our audience would be able to appeal themselves towards our production if they saw a rap artist that was their age. We also decided to use props to appeal towards our target audience. So for example, we use a joint in our production and in also our planning during our magazine advert. So we thought that using this prop would be able to appeal towards target audiences which do drugs basically. And using quotes from our audience feedback, one of our audience members said that the locations added to the aesthetic of the music video. So we thought that this was very successful because that's one thing that we want to portray. Like using our locations, we want to show how the character is. So for example, when we used him in dark alleyways, it's to show how he's a sort of dangerous person, but then we showed him in the park, which is a contrast between the two personalities, how he can also be a bit of a carefree person as well. So using the locations, it was used to create a contrast between his personalities. So if an audience member can see that, then I think that we did good in doing that.
So on the other note, what was less successful was probably the length of our music video. So it was only around 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So we had to cram in a lot of our ideas into one short video. The whole of him smoking weed, his rivalry, his carefree persona, and all this jammed into 1 2-minute video. Made it seem a little bit rushed, but on the other side, we still got to portray the meanings that we want to. For our creativity, we didn't get to really portray all the ideas we wanted. So when he was rapping about all the rivalry and all the haters and people who were trying to rap just like him, one problem that we didn't get to show was him making the music against the other people. So we didn't get to see that other side of all the other people that are trying to contest him, and that really doesn't show all the competition side, which is one thing that we we could have portrayed, but we end up did not doing.
Also, one thing that we did less successful was I think that in some parts the lip syncing was slightly off, which would make it a bit awkward for an audience member to watch because they're trying to understand what this through the artists themselves. They're trying to understand what they're saying, but if the lip syncing is a bit off, then it'll make it a bit weird for an audience member to look at the video.
According to our audience feedback, we have been very successful in creating a believable music video that they actually really much enjoyed. They believe that Astar has the potential to become a actual artist in the hip hop industry, and most of our audience's feedback did say that this is a song that they would listen to if they were walking around on the street or just relaxing, and those things are tremendous for us because we are trying to sell our artists as a star persona.
And for the technical side, of course, we already talked about the lip sync, and there was also the camera work. So overall, we had a few long shots, a few high angles, and quite a lot of close-ups. So that shows a misbalance between all the shots because we wanted to, in order to have more meaning and make our, heighten the emotion of our music video, we needed more shots. So overall, that was very limited. Mostly stick to the close-ups and conforming to him to make him the central figure. So overall, how could the work be improved? Well, from the feedback, it seems that
at one point, one of our audience said that our editing, when the artist said work, eat, sleep, and smoke rhymes, they said that it was a bit too fast. So I think that maybe we could have made it a little bit slower so that they could understand it fully. But I think that it wouldn't be totally necessary because that's the speed of the song. So I think that having it quite fast matches the song. So I think what we did that was successful. So I'm going against the opinion of our audience member. So I think that what we did was good. And also one thing that could have been improved again was the lip syncing because it could have made it just a little bit better. We could have shot it maybe 3 or 4 more times just to have it on point. So I think, and that would have definitely improved our music video and put it at a higher standard. So
I think that's all we have to say today.